There's nowhere quite like Trent Hills that has a sense of community that is so supportive, curious and energetic, and wants to do good things together.
The public utility here in Campbellford-Seymour had been started by the people here in 1890. When the privatization was talked about, we started to organize in this community to think about, well, if they're going to sell the public utility, what could we do with the money? And one of the ideas that came up was a community foundation and how we would put the money in perpetuity and make sure that we kept the capital and then just use the income or the interest on the capital to provide grants for the community. And then we had a vote. How many people want to transfer the money to the community foundation? 97%.
The one word that I think of when I think of the community foundation is prosperity. In 25 years, the benefit is incredible. They basically create a gift that keeps on giving.
We provided over $5 million in grants to various community organizations within Campbellford-Seymour.
If you put forth a good argument, this is really what we need in order to be able to operate, this is something that community would benefit from. We went ahead and wrote a grant, and very often we were successful.
They've helped us build structures, they've helped us purchase equipment, they've helped us create job opportunities for youth.
The foundation has been able to reach all kinds of ages of people.
I think as a young person, I really felt the impact of community in Campbellford through being involved with sports and music. I realized the foundation was a very integral part of supporting everything I was a part of as a child.
10 years ago, I received the Job Opportunity for Youth grant. The Joy Grant experience opened up the idea that the charitable sector was actually a viable option for me to pursue as a career.
Without the community foundation, the theater wouldn't be in existence. It would be an empty building on Main Street. A lot of, especially one-screen independent theaters went belly up because they couldn't afford $120,000 for a new digital projector and sound system.
The Hastings Fieldhouse was huge for me as a young guy, as well as the Sunny Life Rec Center.
We wouldn't have that without the Community Foundation. The Community Foundation initiated that 20 years ago.
And now everybody's benefiting, including the fact that the foundation is expanding their services to Northumberland County.
The original proceeds that came to the Campbellford-Seymour Community Foundation will be retained as those funds are for the charities within Campbellford-Seymour. We've expanded to include a new fund called the Northumberland County Fund, which is a fund that's available to any resident of Northumberland County that wants to invest in their community.
It made sense for us for the future, for the growth of the Community Foundation to serve all of Northumberland County.
It's through endowments that go on into perpetuity that we want to support the towns and communities that have played an important role in our lives. I grew up on a farm near Warkworth. I went to Campbellford High School. My contribution back to that community is through the Glover Family Fund at the Campbellford Community Foundation.
The success of our foundation comes from dialogue and conversation with those we serve. We do a really good job at talking to folks in our community and getting diverse perspectives and actively listening.
I think it's made our community more vital and more resilient. I think it's supported organizations to grow, to stretch themselves, to get more volunteers, to think about bigger projects.
We're able to plan ahead, to look to the future.
It's in all facets of our community and greatly needed.
It's not just good for one organization, it's good for all of us. That's the definition of community.